today, and today we'll be interviewing Emily Ousley, a mass communications graduate with tracks in broadcasting and public relations. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So let's talk about your time at OCU.
Okay.
If you could change anything about your time here, what would it be and why?
I think one of the things that I wish I had when I graduated was more of an idea of what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
But I think everybody graduates and there's just kind of you just don't know, until you get out there
Right.
and start applying for jobs and trying to figure it out. So I think the one thing is I wish I would have figured out maybe while I was still in school,
Right.
more of an idea of what I wanted to do.
Yeah, and you've taken some time off, and now you're going back to school
Yes.
for a Juris Doctorate
Yes.
degree. So tell us about that time off. Do you feel like it matured you in a way, or how did you do that?
So when I graduated from my undergrad, I immediately went into the workforce, and I worked at my home church as the director of children's programming. And when I graduated, I never thought I would want to go back to school. I mean, there was no way. When I was done, I was done. And working for 2 years, I definitely got a new perspective on like being an adult and figuring out life, and realized that once again, I didn't truly know what I wanted to do, which is why I looked into going into law school. And it was a year process, taking tests and getting in, and I'm there. I'm doing it.
So how does it differ from undergraduate? Is the field different? Is the community older? Like, how do you really feel in law school?
Actually, I feel like I'm back in middle school in law school.
Yeah.
So that's been quite an adjustment. But as far as schoolwork goes, it's so much more. I have reading to do every single night for every class. And so I think the difference between undergrad and law school is you don't have a lot of homework to do in undergrad. I mean, you have stuff occasionally, but I mean, it is every single night in law school. So it's a change for sure.
I couldn't imagine. I'm a little bit of a procrastinator, and I like to wait
no,
till the
me
end.
too,
You know what I'm
me
saying?
too.
I couldn't even imagine. So what would be your dream job with your law degree?
Hopefully, and everybody says you go in thinking you're going to come out doing something, and you come out doing something completely different. But right now, I'm really interested in being a criminal defense attorney. So that's
we're
going
to come back to you. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
OCU is that open shot to a winning goal.
Countless rehearsals for one flawless routine.
Learning to serve before trying to lead.
Learning a language everyone can understand. OCU is
Me.
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 I'm OCU.
Welcome back. I'm Chandler Hardy, and we're here interviewing Emily about her time at OCU. So we're going to let you finish up with that last question. So where do you really see yourself pursuing with your Juris Doctorate degree? Obviously, maybe in Elwood, I could see in your future, but what would you really want to do?
If I had $1 for every time I've heard that. No, I'm really hoping to be a criminal defense attorney.
Okay.
So that's kind of where my passion lies at this point in time. So we'll see. I've got 3 years to figure it out and kind of develop what I want to do. So.
And what intrigues you about criminal defense? Because that's a hard field to go into.
And this is going to sound crazy, but I just have a soft heart for the criminals. I don't know. People make mistakes, and I just feel like everybody deserves a chance to have a good defense.
And what an interesting path with going into maybe district attorney later. I mean, I could see a lot of great things in that future.
We'll see.
So what do you really feel like your mass communications degree has helped you in the law school department?
I think just being a good person and and marketing myself in a certain way overall. I mean, I learned so much in my 4 years here as a mass comm major. And when I went out into the job force for 2 years, I really did use my degree in programming. I was creating a run sheet and I was going through an order of a program. And so everything that I learned here, I really do utilize in real life, even though right now, if you're maybe a freshman or a sophomore, you don't think that you do, but you do. You use it in pretty much every aspect of life.
So your job that you had in between your undergraduate and your law degree, what do you think that has really helped you realize about the world?
Well, for one, it made me realize that that's not what I want to do forever.
Yeah.
But it just taught me so much about professionalism and being around people that are older than you and learning how to speak to people who, have more life experience. But sometimes you have to talk to people who have more life experience and tell them the way that you feel. So I don't know. I think it definitely got me out into the world and taught me how to be more professional in a professional setting. So that's what that did for me.
So how did OCU, in like one sentence, how would you describe your whole entire undergraduate career here?
Educational,
Right.
but in very many aspects. It was educational in my personal life and my educational life. OCU was great.
Well, thank you so much for being here
Absolutely.
today.
Thanks
And
for having me.
take back next time. We'll see you next time.